Hi, this is Varad Dabde. My student number is S4193174 and this is my student ID. So as you can see, I have opened the Q1.pcap file in the Wireshark. So let's analyze this file. First, let's check the file properties. As you can see here, we have a total number of 3433 packets within the time span of 9 seconds. Next, we can see that in protocol hierarchy, we can see that most of the traffic has been HTTP under the TCP. So again, we can check the conversations. So in IPv4, we can check there are only two IP addresses. That is, address 1 is 10.0.0.2 to 10.128.0.2, and all the packets have been transferred between these. We can see that we have TCP packets as well, and we have different ports trying to connect with the port 80 from the same IP addresses. Next, let's check the traffic. So as you can see, there has been a multiple traffic between these two IP addresses. When we filter it out with the HTTP traffic, we can see that most of the traffic between these two IP addresses. And when we try to figure it out with http.request, we can see that we have the URL encoded within the URL as well. Next, let's focus with the TCP as well. So as you can see, there has been transmissions between TCP, and we can see that we have the acknowledgement, we have the FIN acknowledgement, we have the synchronization as well between these two IP addresses. So there has been constant transmissions between these two IP addresses, and mostly, as we can filter out again for the port number 80. So as you can see, they have been trying to contact the port number 80 continuously. We can see 80 has been contacting back as well with the other IP address. So there has been continuous transmission, suspicious transmissions between these two IP addresses. We can also check in the IO graph when we filter it out with the 1 millisecond. So there has been constant transmissions between these two IP addresses as well. If we want to filter out a particular packet, so while doing it with HTTP, we can figure it out here as well. So here you can see the host is study.mazeball.com, which is obviously suspicious, and the other details as well, the get ID with URL encoded. So here we can see at the end that it has the IOCs as suspicious source IP, and the likely victim IP is 10.128.0.2. Then we have repeated HTTP GET request. So the suspicious IP is 10.0.0.2, and we have high number of TCP conversations as well. We have short-lived TCP sessions as well. We have port 80 targeting. We have encoded request URLs. We have targeted host name. We have browser-like crafted headers as well, and we have burst traffic pattern. So based on the indicators identified in Q1.pcap, sufficient evidence exists to conclude that an attack is present in the captured traffic. The observed behavior is most consistent with the HTTP GET flood attack targeting 10.128.0.2 from 10.0.0.2. This conclusion is supported by the high traffic rate within the short capture window, the concentration of the traffic between the single source and the single destination, the 293 TCP conversations to port 80, and the repeated HTTP GET requests. Taken together, these findings indicate automated malicious web request activity rather than normal browsing behavior. Thank you.